I'm going to do my presentation on the Commodore 64. And it's going to be done in two parts because this will only let me record 2 minutes at a time. The Commodore 64 was an 8-bit home computer, also known as the C4. It came out roughly in September of 1982 and was to commercial success. The volume of it was sold in 1982 for roughly $595. And they were selling 17 million units a year between 1983 and 1986. For a long period of time, during that period of time, 1983 to 1986, it outsold Atari, IBM, and Apple computers, and was the best-selling home computer of all time. Let's see. It was put out by the Commodore International Company. And Sam Trammell, that used to work for Atari, which is the founder's son, said they were roughly doing 400,000 units a month at the heyday of it. Part of the Commodore's success was it was sold in retail stores, not in electronic stores such as Radio Shack, Best Buy, H.H. Gregg, places like that. Let's see. Commodore produced its own parts and roughly cost $25 to manufacture. And then the price dropped down to $200,000 when they started manufacturing their own parts. Another part of its success with Commodore 64 was the software trials that they made themselves, including development tools, office applications, and games as well that they produced. The machine also credited to the computer demo scene in making a success of that. Let's see. And it's still used by some home enthusiasts, computer geeks that collect them, things like that. The operating system was called the Commodore Kernel / Basic 2.0. And let's see, the memory was 64 kilobytes of RAM and 20 kilobytes of ROM. Commodore Business Machines was founded in 1954 by Jack Trammell. He was an immigrant from Poland, and he ended up coming across to the United States and settling in New York City. Later, he moved to Toronto and started his own business company in Canada. And that's where they started Commodore originally. In 1977, Commodore launched its first successful computer, PET 2001, for US 8600. In January 1981, MOS Technology initiated a project, designed the graphic chips and audio chips as well. Robert Russell was a system programmer, and Robert Gines was the current project lineup at Commodore. And Charles Winterhell was the manager of MOS Technology in the company as well. Let's see what else we got in the notes. Commodore also came out with C64, made a press debut at the Winter Consumer Electronics Show. And they couldn't believe that they could manufacture it for, how do you do it for $595? And then it got down all the way to $135 to manufacture. So that's that part of that set of notes. We got some more. This is a lot to memorize. The founder was also in the Army, And after he got out of the Army is when he went back to New York City and started working on typewriters and adding machines. He went to Canada and started Commodore up there. And they ended up getting in financial trouble, and he had borrowed $3 million from a Canadian financier who ended up making him sell all his shares. So eventually they got back on their feet, and he sold him back his shares. So that was a good thing. Let's see. Then MOS, the chip designer built a softboard computer called the Chem 1. Let's see. Just going through my notes. In 1983, Texas Instruments purchased Commodore. And there was a falling out between the company within. The sons didn't want to take it over, so he ended up selling out and starting a different company. The sons went to work for Atari. And that's about all the information that I have on that topic. So I hope that's good enough, because there really wasn't a whole lot. And happy Mother's Day. Thank you. Bye.